Hey there YouTube, this is Yoyoprodigies here, and today I'm going to be showing you a trick called Undress, and it looks like this. Ends in a trapeze. So, this trick starts in a 1.5 mount, and as soon as it hits the string and lands in the 1.5 mount, you're going to throw this string onto your wrist. So it'll look like that. And you can do the rest of the trick after that. So you're in your 1.5 mount, and as soon as you hit that, you're just going to let it take the string with it. Another trick is just you can you can stay here and bring your non-throw hand over. Put the string over the base of your hand and drop it so that you have this triangle. But that's how it's done. So, now the next step, put your non-throw hand finger in here, push it into the single string, and do an underpass. Now you're going to pop up into this top string, so you're in kind of a weird 1.5. There. Sorry, it was kind of out of frame there for a second. So you're here. What you're going to do is you're going to swing the yo-yo to your throw hand side around like this. You're not going to hit this string. It's going to go around the front. So that way you can spin again, and then it'll dismount on the second spin, not the first one. I'll show you this again. So you're here, underpass, and the top string over again. Now this next step is kind of tricky. What you're going to do is you're going to pinch the string, and kind of like the slack trapeze, you're going to throw the string over your hand, and this will undo that wrap that you just did. Now when you do this, it's very important that, unlike in slack trapeze, you do not want the string to go into the gap. So watch carefully. Okay, that's the step. It's going to take some practice. This next step is you're going to unroll that wrap. So you're in your 1.5 mount thingy now. You're going to unroll that, and you should have these 2 wraps around your wrist. Next thing you're going to do is making sure you're not pinching these wraps, because that's very important. You're going to pinch this string on your finger and drop that loop. Now what you're going to do is you're going to throw that loop around 2 times, so both the wraps are off your wrist and your finger is still in that little loop. And I just have this kind of loopy thingy hanging off here. And right when it comes off that second time and that final wrap is unwound, when it comes around the back, you're going to stick your arm into that loop. What the heck? Oh, yo-yo turned. So, you're doing all this fanciness. Drop it. Now watch carefully. When I drop, it'll come off my wrist. And then you stick your arm in. This part's very important. You're going to swing over everything, both of your arms, to your throw hand side, and that should just undo a wrap on your finger, or actually I think it does one. And then you're going to land over your non-throw hand index into a trapeze. Now this next part, did it a little weird. This next part is definitely the trickiest. It's also the most important and coolest step. As with any trick, make sure your string tension is at least moderately okay. So you do all that. Toss it over. Pinch around your hand. Comes around the back. Keep your finger in that loop. It's very important. Stick your arm in. Swing it over. Trapeze. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to kind of straighten your shoulder up to your ear so that this string falls off your arm and onto your wrist. Now, this part's going to take a little bit of explanation to explain. And this is what happens when you repeat it. Okay, anyway. So you stick your arm in there, land trapeze, straighten your arm so that string comes off of your arm and onto your wrist. Now what you're going to do is you're going to keep that yo-yo into a trapeze, and there should be a string here coming from your middle finger and up and under your non-throw hand. You're going to put that string to the front of the yo-yo and drop this loop off of your non-throw hand. You'll be in a trapeze. Let me explain this one more time. All the way through. Trapeze. Straighten your arm so it comes onto your wrist. This string right here that's in the back, you're going to move that to the front. Curl your hand in so it drops that loop. You can drop this off. Now you're in a trapeze. Pretty awesome, huh? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope it helped. Yo-yo on.